When you go back to daydreaming after having been interrupted and your brain does a previously on of your fantasy. When you go back to daydreaming after being startled into the real world and your brain has to search through the recently closed tabs to remember what you were daydreaming about. Okay, mood. I bought an Echo and a Wi-Fi light bulb just so I could say computer, turn off the light instead of getting out from under the covers to flip the switch. Problem found. My husband keeps yelling for the Echo to play certain songs before he enters the bedroom so he can have entrance music appropriate to his mood. This sounds like the opposite of a problem. I've been ignoring chainmail for years and I haven't been killed even a single time. What a ripoff. What armor are you wearing? Wait. Do millennials even eat food? Contradictory studies claim they are shopping for fewer groceries, but also dining out less. This is such a weird way of phrasing millennials go hungry because of financial crisis we caused. Me, pirating. Disney minus. I could feel the Christmas news beginning to tighten. Me, when it's one day after Halloween and the capitalists are already blasting the Christmas sale commercials. Today is Copernicus's 541 birthday. You may remember Copernicus as the man who said, "Hey, what if the earth went around the sun?" To which the Catholic Church replied, "Hey, what if we set you on fire?" I love you, Carly Rae Jepsen, but the lyric "who gave you eyes like that, said you could keep them" is an absolutely wild thing to say. Are you gonna confiscate someone's eyeballs? Your balls. Hand them over. I cold phrased this better. You really don't know what a himbo is. Like you're really out here calling every petty or dumb skinny anim twink a himbo. Himbo is a title specifically reserved for Herculean beefcake with a skull full of moths, but a heart of gold. Get it together. I just sent a semi-blurry picture of me grasping an eel and this guy was like, "Oh, your thumb is 1.8, so that eel must be 8 inches. So I went and measured my thumb and yeah, it's 1.8 inches long. What the F? How do you grab your eels? My fire eel thinks I'm some kind of prostitute. I'm sorry, but this is the funniest fucking reply I've ever gotten on one of my posts. A shield that looks like an Anin girl's head. This is the worst thing I've drawn. I'm bored of mental health discourse that doesn't consider capitalism's effect on people. Like, sure, I take antidepressants to deal with mental health problems and they change the chemicals in my brain. But the root cause isn't that the chemicals in my brain were wrong. It's that we live in an alienating health system that treats people as commodities. Not to be mean, but do you seriously think something else like communism would help your mental health? I think not having to spend a third of my life doing something I hate, surrounded by people I hate, in order to not starve, would improve my mental health. I think having adequate free access to mental health services would help my mental health. I think not being constantly advertised at and told my worth as measured in how much I own or how much men want to F me would help my mental health. I think not having to worry about choosing between a roof over my head and a meal in my stomach would improve my mental health. Like, yeah, improving the environmental conditions improves mental well-being. Mayo. Hey, can I get 7 large Cokes and a BBQ sauce? Is Pepsi okay? I guess I said sulking, my amber-hued orbs peering down because of gravity. Okay, I hand you 7 large Cokes and a Pepsi. Man, that guy who painted the Mona Lisa is pretty good. Anyone know if he does commissions? Bad news, guys. Lem guess that was his only normal piece and the rest is Sherlock inflation art. Some people take this website too seriously. Tumblr, Tumblr, Tumblr. Seriously, I will never get over this joke. Why does Squidward's face show more emotion than Elsa's? His paycheck. Gay culture is being attracted to the same gender. No way. Really? LMAO. in High School Musical to Sharpay very clearly states that they have iced tea imported from England, lifeguards imported from Spain, towels imported from Turkey, and turkey imported from Maine. In order to import an item, it must come from another country. The series is set in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and as New Mexico and Maine are both part of the United States of America, they cannot have their turkey imported from Maine. As most of the characters are white and all speak English, this clearly indicates that High School Musical takes place in an alternate universe, where a second civil war has split the nation, and New Mexico is no longer part of the Union, based on the fact that we never see the characters celebrate the 4th of July. In this essay I will. This took such an unexpected turn. I got whiplash. When I was 7ish, my parents decided to get me a bunk bed for Christmas. They also decided it would be a good idea to take me out of my old bed in the middle of the night, set up my new bed, and then put me in the top bunk of the new bed without waking me up. Long story short, I woke up Christmas morning, smacked my head, nearly fell off the side, even though there was a rail, and ended up clinging to the rail, like a demented, mostly upside down monkey, until my worldview reset. I thought I was gonna die. No, I do not know how my parents pulled this off without waking me up. No, I do not know why they thought this was a good idea. Whether you like Freddy's or not, this is something pretty fking awesome right here. If I said, when I was a kid, I want to make my own video game, all by myself, and there'll be toys and Halloween costumes, and lunch boxes at Walmart, someone would have explained to me that it doesn't work that way, that games are products made by huge teams, working for huge companies. One person doesn't just make a game and be successful. That's silly. I'm so proud of Scott. Guy was working at Dollar Tree and near suicidal and felt like he was worthless, like God had literally turned his back on him, and he finally got his big break. That's a Cinderella story, if I've ever seen one. After a summary observation, I have concluded that most element of the periodic table combine to make two types of potions you can consume. Potion of kill you, slow. Potion of kill you, fast. OMG, there is a committee in our yard, eating a possum. I'm gonna try and get some photos. For those of you who are not aware, a committee is a group of vultures. There is not a bunch of people in my yard discussing business opportunities, while occasionally picking at the carcass of a marsupial. Honestly, it's so bizarre looking at Nintendo's two biggest badasses side by side. 6-foot intergalactic mercenary, armed to the teeth, incredible athleticism, can run and jump in full body armor at lethal velocities, regularly combats 9 vulnerable apex predators that completely suck the life force out of everything in the universe in one touch, typically only rivaled by two things: an armored space dragon and herself. 8-inch soft boy, determined, round, makes superpowers out of his food, regularly combats godly and godless abominations alike, befriends most of his rivals because they know he wouldn't have a problem shutting them down if they acted up again. Once helped the first badass take down several of the aforementioned 9 vulnerable apex predators. They're friends. Let's also not forget that Kirby canonically literally has infinite power. About Kirby. Kirby is a round, pink life form from planet Popstar with infinite power, who can inhale enemies to copy their abilities. Kirby is a badass man, a squishy smooshy wee adorable ball of love badass. Samus and Kirby are shaped like friends. Game recommendation. Any of the games you already own and haven't played yet, stop buying new games, you stupid hole. You are 100% right. Also F you. Your tubes. Reblog if your URL represents who you really are. Putin's girlfriend. I'm really Putin's girlfriend. Putin's boyfriend. Then we have a problem. Official Putin. I can explain. There's a fucking furry at the mall. What the hell is an Easter bunny? Church sanctioned fursona. Aslan, my app crashed 3 times trying to reblog this, and I feel that was the universe trying to stop me from giving others whiplash.